Now, what is the holy grail of die cutting? What is it that all of you guys want, what I want, and what manufacturers all want to bring you? Well, it's cutting plates that don't warp. Yes, we've all come across that. The older the plates get, they will warp. It doesn't matter which machine you're using. But now we're about to introduce both an evolution and a revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, circular cutting pads. And there's a reason why these are resistant to warping, but it's not just about the warping, it's about all the other advantages that they bring. So join me, I'll tell you about the science, I'll tell you why these are so revolutionary. So we said both evolution and revolution. Well, they are an evolution of the species in the sense that it's exactly the same material as your standard cutting pads. And are they revolutionary? Well, no, we say revolution because it's a pun on the circular nature of it. But what makes them different and what makes these work and become warp resistant is, well, let's take a look at standard cutting plates. Why do they warp? Okay, well, they go through the machine the same way every time. There's no option to change the angle. They go forward and back, forward and back. And over time, that will cause the warping. But with a circle, now, here's the trick. It never goes through the same way twice. Well, it's a 360 to 1 chance that that will be the case. But imagine every time you use it, it's going to go through a different way. You turn it over, you turn it back, you turn it around, and you do it naturally. It happens organically. You don't even have to think about it. So that is one of the reasons why this is warp resistant. And I say warp resistant because this is my test when I've been using for months and months and months and months, and I've been trying to make it warp. It has domed ever so slightly. It won't warp, but it will dome, but it doesn't affect the way that it cuts at all. Now, see how easily this draws through the machine. It is so smooth, and that is because of this wonderful bevel on the edge. So whether you're using the Big Shot, the Plus, the foldaway, or the switch, you're going to get a really smooth action as it draws through. So having that bevel really does make a difference. Now, one of the things that I love about this as well, so we've talked about the warping. Now, another thing, let's take out the Big Shot and bring in the big brother, the Big Shot Plus. Now, here, I'm going to take these plates out. Let's say, this Plus is great if you've got larger dies, if you've got larger embossing folders, if you want to cut multiple dies at one point. But let's say we have this die. Yes, that's right, it's tiny, but we all have little dies like that. And sometimes we just want to cut one die. Now, what I have to do is take off one plate, place the die down, place the card over the top, put the plate on there and run it through my machine, which takes a long, long time to do, obviously. But now, if I take this top plate away and I use this one, suddenly it becomes so quick and easy. There. Unbelievable. It's in and out in seconds, and that will be the same for the switch. So if you're cutting smaller dies on a bigger machine, these circle plates are an absolute godsend. They really are. And of course, the one thing that we should talk about as well is how it saves and preserves your cutting plates. So whether it's the Big Shot, the Switch, the Plus, doesn't really matter. You can use these in place of one of your standard plates and keep that for best. Yes, you'll need to use it when you have a bigger die. Yes, you'll need to use it with an embossing folder. But this one takes all the wear and tear. So having something like this will extend the life of your standard cutting plates no end. So it's an investment in the future of your cutting plates. So let's recap. So it is circular. So that means it is resistant to warping. Okay, it isolates small, tiny, little dies on your large machines, making everything so much quicker. And of course, the great thing about this plate is it saves your bigger plates, so they will live to fight another day, and it extends the life of said plates. And remember, there are two in the set, the circular cutting pads. We've got two. The bigger one is for, because this takes care of the vast majority of dies in the Sizzix library. And of course, the smaller one, these will work on your big shot. They will work on your plus, on your fold away, and on your switch. In fact, all Sizzix machines except for our little sidekick. But remember, there are machines out there that are not Sizzix branded that take our cutting plates. So if yours is one of those machines, then you need to check these out. So there you have it. Die cutting comes full circle. I make no excuses for using that pun, but I hope you embrace these little plates as I have. It's something that I've been wanting to do for years. It has been an absolute revolution for me. It makes my day more enjoyable, and it makes everything so much quicker. So once again, it proves that Sizzix really does make the world go round.